Boom, boom,
Where the keys
hear that hot shit, we really pop shit. When we shot shit, you cop it.
With a name not easy to forget, 6ix 9ine is definitely famous for more than just his rapping. From prison to big fat paychecks, 6ix 9ine has a net worth of an estimated $8 million, and it seems to be growing every year. In today's list, we'll be looking at his net worth, how he made his money, how he lives his life, and how he spends it all. Before we start, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, or leave a comment in the section below. Number 1. How did he get so rich? The notorious Gooba rapper a.k.a. 6ix 9ine might not have the most normal name in town. His name sounds kind of outlandish, doesn't it? Or are we imagining this? But this rapper does know how to make himself a small fortune. His birth name is Daniel Hernandez, and he was born on May 8, 1996 in Bushwick, Brooklyn. His mother's from Mexico, and his father is from Puerto Rico. So young a.k.a. 6ix 9ine has surely come a long way. On May 8, 2020, his song and music video called Gooba was released. This happened right after being released from prison. In spite of, or because of, his time spent inside, 6ix 9ine's fans just went wild. Gooba broke records, including the record for being the biggest 24-hour debut for a hip-hop video in YouTube history. In this video, you have him rapping. His girlfriend Jade and her sister are in it, and other dancers besides. His Gummo video has over 385 million views on YouTube. 385 million viewers is not a small number. His music stands out because of his aggressive style of rapping. Being at the top of the Billboard charts absolutely helps with making more money and getting more fans. 6ix 9ine has record deals and management deals. He's claimed on Instagram that he has signed a $15 million record deal with Birdman's Rich Gang company. He even has a $4.9 million endorsement with a headphone company. 6ix 9ine isn't shy to brag about all his record deals, or anything else for that matter. Modesty is not his strong suit. He sometimes deletes the posts shortly after. So we can't be entirely certain if he really has all the record deals he claims to have. Next up, 6ix 9ine is a convicted felon. Not exactly the best behaved, 6ix 9ine has some shocking criminal charges against him. He has pled guilty to 3 felony counts related to the use of a child in a sexual performance. This is not something that anyone would welcome on their CV, resume, or conscience. The victim was a minor during filming, and he was 18 years old. Yikes, no one wants that on their record. In order to get a shorter sentence, 6ix 9ine snitched on his former gang members. That's not exactly something to be proud of either. We would say that he is not somebody you can consider loyal. Apart from those terrible crimes and betrayals, 6ix 9ine has admitted to selling drugs, shootings, armed robberies, and conspiracy to murder. Hopefully he hasn't killed anyone yet, because there isn't much left that this 24-year-old hasn't done. In total, he has 9 counts. Let's hope he doesn't have more secret skeletons in the closet. 6ix 9ine has been sentenced to 2 years in prison. Not too bad considering all the evil things he's done in his very short and disastrous career. Because of the global health situation and his asthma problems that place him at high risk, he was removed from the prison and has completed the rest of his sentence under house arrest. Strangely, the hysterical media coverage of his crimes and his prison sentence have only increased his fame and popularity, or rather, notoriety. At number 3, he likes to buy expensive cars. Last year, Tekashi showed us his $20 million car collection at his multi-million-dollar mansion. He has an Aventador, a McLaren, a Rolls-Royce, Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, and Range Rover. They are all painted in very bright colors to match the rapper's hair. Why would anyone want so many expensive cars? Is it just to show off? Of course it is. Next out, 6ix 9ine spends hundreds of thousands of dollars on bling. Following his release from prison, 6ix 9ine was spotted buying even more jewelry. It seems to us that prison isn't fancy enough for him. Our source has it that he spent over $300,000 on these luxury items. He has been seen wearing diamond watches, chains dripping with gold, and superb diamonds. Insisting on showing the world how rich he is, he posts Instagram videos where he boasts about his beautiful possessions. He has even been spotted wearing a diamond-encrusted shark-toting chain and a Richard Mille watch. Yes, Tekashi loves to spend, spend, spend. If it weren't for prison, he would surely be totally bankrupt. Next, and at number 5, the long-suffering kids. At the tender age of 24, 6ix 9ine is already the father of 2 daughters. His eldest daughter, Saraya, is 6 years old. He shares her with his ex-girlfriend, Sarah Molina. Sarah has stated that 6ix 9ine is not a very good father. He is absent from his daughter's life and has put their daughter, Soraya's, safety at risk. Sarah claims that he's a self-centered man who doesn't care about other people. Not exactly a surprise if you just catch a glimpse of his highly impressive criminal record. His youngest daughter is named Briella Iris. She's just 3 years years old, and 6ix 9ine shares her with a woman called Marlena. Briella was kept a secret for a while until all his criminal activities came to light. Because of his sentencing, he has missed a lot of time with his daughters. How could he ever make that up to them? His girlfriend Jade, who is a model and bartender, has revealed that she is pregnant. What has that poor woman gotten herself into? She must be out of her mind. Next up, he spends thousands of dollars on tattoos. 6ix 9ine likes to stand out with his numerous tattoos and multicolor hair. Is there a place on his body that hasn't any ink on it? His entire body is now filled up with tattoos. In February this year, he showed off his new ink. He has rainbow color designs, and 69 is tattooed on his face and on his chest. Why would you tattoo your own name on your body twice? I guess 6ix 9ine's biggest fear is amnesia. Has someone threatened to hit him on the head with a baseball bat? Next, he likes to fight. Coming from a troubled background, it isn't always easy for people to change their ways or what they're used to. 6ix 9ine is no exception to that and still pulls out a lot of his old gangsta moves. 6ix 9ine has made a large number of enemies during his 24 years of living on the edge. He even has a feud with Chief Keef. It all started when 6ix 9ine started bashing Keef on Instagram. He even went as far as to threaten Keef. Shots were fired at Keef outside the W Hotel. No one got injured, but this is definitely not the kind of guy you want to mess with. Not unless you are built like The Rock and armed to the teeth. A team of bodyguards might help too. Tekashi even has a juicy feud with The Game. This feud all started because The Game expressed his dislike for 6ix 9ine. From there, things escalated into more name-calling and hate for each other. One more person on his hate list is Trippie Redd. I think it's safe to say that 6ix 9ine is not the friendliest of people with the number of enemies he makes. He has worked with Trippie in the past, but in November 2017, Trippie accused 6ix 9ine of getting him beaten up in New York. Trippie has called 6ix 9ine rapist, weirdo, and gay. That isn't too friendly, is it? Both of them have traded insults for years. Meek Mill is also an enemy. After the two had a disagreement outside a nightclub, 6ix 9ine even challenged Meek to a one-on-one fight. It all sounds so childish and useless, doesn't it? He even has a beef with YG. At this point, we're thinking, who is gonna be next? Hopefully not us. Next up at number 9, hospitalized in 2020 because of an overdose on pills and caffeine. People.com tells us that Tekashi was hospitalized in Florida in September 2020 because of overdosing on coffee and hydroxycut. Could life get any worse for the rapper? Well, we admit it. Prison could be much, much worse than a drug overdose. It's rumored that 6ix 9ine is hooked on diet pills and coffee, and that the combination of these stimulants has damaged this high-voltage rapper. Supposedly, that's how he ended up in the hospital. His heart sped up and wouldn't slow down. Next up, and a sigh of relief, 6ix 9ine does charity work. 6ix 9ine has given donations in Chicago, New York, and the Dominican Republic. In 2017, he met up with students in an outreach program in Bushwick, which is where he came from, and donated money. He has also given money to the Christian Riviera Foundation, a nonprofit organization that focuses on clinical research for brain cancer. Lastly, there's a documentary about him. This 3-part documentary about Tekashi 6ix 9ine was aired in February 2021. It's called Supervillain. Not a bad title, considering what we just said about him and his crimes. Supervillain can be watched on Showtime, Fubo TV, Hulu, and Sling, so you will easily see that we didn't make anything up about 6ix 9ine. This documentary shows real-life interviews and real shots, camera shots, not gunshots, of Tekashi 6ix 9ine himself. Supervillain is billed as a moving documentary of the most notorious rapper of all time. It portrays Tekashi 6ix 9ine as a first-generation Mexican and Puerto Rican kid, struggling for survival in a tough neighborhood. Deep childhood trauma, a broken education system, and a gentrifying neighborhood set the stage for his bizarre transformation into hip-hop's greatest villain, propelling him to global fame and driving him off the edge of the precipice. The original name of the rapper is Daniel Hernandez, a.k.a. Tekashi 6ix 9ine himself. You thought Tekashi 6ix 9ine was his real name? Come on. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, or leave us a comment below.